Beloved, hear these words with the deepest part of your being. There are moments in life when the heavens open wide, when the invisible whispers of spirit break through the noise of the world, and when divine instructions are spoken directly into your heart. This is one of those moments. You are not here by chance. You did not stumble into these words without purpose. You have been guided, selected, chosen. And the message for you today is urgent, clear, and undeniable. Your wealth will arrive in 10 minutes. Do not ignore this blessing. Do not let doubt, fear, or hesitation close the door to what has already been released for you. The world may tell you that wealth takes years, that success must be earned through sweat and endless struggle. But the truth is far more miraculous. The wealth you seek, the abundance you desire, the prosperity you long for, it is already yours. It exists right now in the unseen, waiting for the door of your awareness to open wide enough for it to pour into your life. 10 minutes is not about the ticking of a clock, but about the readiness of your spirit. 10 minutes is symbolic of the immediacy of the promise, the swiftness with which your reality can shift when you believe. Chosen ones, you must understand that wealth is not arriving from outside of you, as though it is traveling across some great distance. Wealth is emerging from within you, unfolding like a seed that was planted long ago in the soil of your spirit. That seed has always been there. It was placed by the divine the moment you were created. And now you are standing at the appointed hour when that seed bursts forth into full bloom. 10 minutes is simply the divine's way of telling you, now is the time. The waiting is over. You have stepped into alignment. But what does it mean to be chosen? It does not mean that others are rejected. It means that you have awakened, that your ears have opened to hear the call, that your heart is receptive enough to receive what was always intended for you. Many walk through life, deaf to the whispers of spirit. Many see only the surface of things and never dare to believe in the unseen. But you, yes you, have been brought here because you are ready. You are the one who dares to believe. You are the one who dares to see beyond appearances. You are the one who dares to claim the promise before it materializes. And because you dare, the universe is rushing to deliver what is already yours. 10 minutes. Feel the weight of that promise. In the span of 10 minutes, the atmosphere around you can change. In the span of 10 minutes, what was invisible can take form. In the span of 10 minutes, the letter, the phone call, the opportunity, the connection, the miracle can arrive. But even more than that, in the span of 10 minutes, your inner state can transform so completely that the external world has no choice but to rearrange itself in response. For life always mirrors what you hold within. Chosen ones, I tell you this truth. Wealth is not about the paper we call money, nor the numbers written in accounts. Wealth is consciousness. Wealth is a state of awareness. Wealth is the recognition that you already are the possessor of all you could ever desire. When you feel wealthy within, when you accept that wealth is yours even before you see it, then the outer world hurries to reflect that inner acceptance. This is why the promise is 10 minutes. Because in just 10 minutes of deep acceptance, in 10 minutes of unwavering faith, in 10 minutes of refusing to be moved by appearances, the shift within occurs. And once the shift within occurs, nothing can stop the blessing from appearing without. Do not ignore this blessing. That is the command. Do not ignore it by doubting it. Do not ignore it by reasoning it away with logic. Do not ignore it by thinking that wealth is for others and not for you. Do not ignore it by postponing your belief to tomorrow, or by saying, I will believe when I see. The blessing is here, now. The blessing is speaking to you directly. The blessing is standing at your door, knocking, waiting for you to open. If you ignore it, the knocking will fade. But if you open the door with faith, if you welcome it with joy, it will flood your life like a mighty river. I want you to imagine this with me now. Close your eyes and see yourself holding in your hand the very wealth you desire. See it as real, not as a distant dream, but as a present possession. Feel the weight of the money. Hear the sound of it. Smell the freshness of it. See the numbers glowing in your account. Feel the freedom, the relief, the joy of it. Do not hold it as though it is coming. Hold it as though it is already here. Because it is. In these 10 minutes, it is done. Now breathe deeply. With every breath, let your doubt dissolve. With every breath, let your fear vanish. With every breath, let your heart expand in gratitude. For gratitude is the proof of belief. If you are truly thankful, it means you have already accepted that it is yours. Gratitude is the language of the wealthy. Gratitude is the vibration that attracts miracles. So thank the divine right now. Thank the universe right now. Thank your higher self right now. Thank as if the wealth has already landed in your hands. Because the moment you give thanks, you claim the reality as complete. Chosen ones, wealth is your natural state. Poverty was never your destiny. Struggle was never your portion. The world may have told you that you must work endlessly to deserve prosperity. The world may have told you that only a few are blessed. But those are lies. The truth is that wealth flows as naturally to you as breath, as life itself. The only reason it has seemed delayed is because you did not fully accept it. But now you accept it. Now you are awakened. Now you are ready. 10 minutes. Feel the certainty of that time. It is not far away. It is not someday. It is not maybe. It is definite, precise, and immediate. Every second from this moment forward is carrying you closer to the unveiling of what is already yours. The universe is not preparing your blessing. It is delivering it. The delivery truck of heaven is at your door. All you must do is sign the receipt with your faith. I say again, do not ignore this blessing. Do not treat this as mere words. This is a divine appointment. This is a sacred announcement. This is the Spirit itself declaring your time of wealth has come. Chosen one, you have endured the nights of worry, the seasons of lack, the days of doubt. But all of that was only the preparation for this very hour. The breakthrough is here. The overflow is here. The abundance is here. And it is not crawling, it is rushing. It is not delayed, it is imminent. It is not uncertain, it is guaranteed. So lift your head high, straighten your back, smile as if you already hold the promise in your hand. Speak boldly as if you are already living in the abundance you desire. Walk with the authority of one who knows the outcome is finished. Do not wait for proof, be the proof. Do not wait for evidence, be the evidence. Do not wait for the world to tell you it has arrived. Declare to the world it is done. In these 10 minutes, your vibration is aligning with the vibration of wealth. In these 10 minutes, your imagination is painting the picture of your abundance. In these 10 minutes, you are releasing every chain of doubt that once held you back. In these 10 minutes, you are declaring to the universe that you are ready, willing, and worthy to receive. And the universe is responding. It cannot resist a heart that believes. It cannot withhold from a soul that claims. It cannot delay what is already accepted as true. Beloved, understand this. Wealth is not about what you will get. Wealth is about what you already are. You are the source. You are the channel. You are the magnet. You are the chosen one, through whom this abundance flows. When you claim this truth, when you stand in this identity, the entire cosmos rearranges itself to supply you. And it will not take years. It will not take months. It will not even take days. 10 minutes. That is all. Because the shift is instant. And once you shift, manifestation is inevitable. The question is not whether wealth will come. The question is only whether you will believe. And I tell you again, believe with everything in you. Believe with the innocence of a child. Believe with the certainty of one who has already seen it. Believe with the joy of one who knows they cannot fail. For to the one who believes, all things are possible. So now as the minutes tick closer, let your heart swell with expectation. Expect the miracle. Expect the call. Expect the opportunity. Expect the overflow. Expect the door to open. Expect the blessing to arrive. Expect it as surely as you expect the sun to rise. And when it comes, do not be surprised. Simply smile and say, of course, it was already mine. Chosen ones, wealth is knocking. Do not ignore it. 10 minutes. That is all. Open the door with your faith. Welcome it with your gratitude. Live in it with your certainty. And the universe will do the rest. The power of these 10 minutes is not found in the ticking of time, but in the transformation of your consciousness. In the time it takes for a few breaths, for a few thoughts, for a few words, your entire life can turn around. You may think it must take long years of building, climbing and waiting. But the truth is so much more beautiful and simple. All creation begins and ends in the mind. And once the mind accepts the wealth, the outer world hurries to obey. The 10 minutes are nothing more than a divine signal to awaken you now, in this present moment, so that you do not delay your blessing any longer. Feel the shift as you surrender to it. Every second you give to belief expands into eternity. Every thought you hold of abundance sends a ripple into the invisible, commanding it to take shape. Do not treat this lightly. You are shaping gold with your imagination. You are bending reality with your certainty. You are writing wealth into your destiny. With every moment you accept the promise as complete. That is why it cannot be ignored. A message like this comes only when the universe is ready to deliver, and your only task is to agree with it, to say yes to it, to let it in without resistance. Imagine standing before a vast vault, filled to the brim with treasures, overflowing with riches, and the door is wide open. What would you do? Would you stand outside and doubt that it belongs to you? Would you argue with yourself that it is not for you? Or would you step in boldly and gather what is already yours? The vault of heaven has been swung open. 10 minutes is simply the time it takes for you to walk through in faith. The treasures are not locked. They are not guarded. They are freely given, freely flowing, freely yours. Chosen one, everything you have ever asked for is already answered. Everything you have ever sought has already been given. Wealth, health, love, peace. None of these are outside of your reach. They are all wrapped inside the promise, and the promise is now. Do not be deceived by appearances. Do not be shaken by the outer world. Appearances are only shadows. They are only delayed reflections. The true reality is invisible, and the invisible has already shifted in your favor. 10 minutes is simply the countdown to when the shadow catches up to the light. As you listen, I want you to let your imagination move beyond limits. See yourself in the home you desire, walking freely through rooms that echo with laughter and peace. See yourself driving the car that you once thought was impossible, feeling the leather, hearing the engine, smelling the newness of it. See yourself holding bank statements filled with more than enough, smiling as you realize that lack is a memory, not your destiny. See yourself blessing others, giving freely, living generously, because you have more than enough. This is not fantasy, it is creation. And in these 10 minutes, you are authoring your new reality. The Spirit is whispering, do not ignore this blessing, and yet so many will. They will hear these words and nod, but they will walk away unchanged, still bound by doubt, still tied to appearances, still waiting for proof. But not you. You are chosen. And because you are chosen, you will not walk away empty. You will walk away wealthy in spirit, wealthy in faith, wealthy in reality. You will accept this word, and hold it as the most precious truth. And as you hold it, the invisible will bow, the visible will shift, and the 10 minutes will pass into a new world of abundance for you. Every time you look at a clock, remember that time is not your master, it is your servant. If you declare wealth in 10 minutes, then wealth must appear, because time must obey consciousness. The universe is your mirror, and it cannot reflect what you do not project. So project wealth, project abundance, project confidence, project gratitude. And in doing so, you command time itself to deliver on the promise. Chosen ones, there is a vibration you must hold. Now, it is the vibration of certainty. Certainty is not loud, it is calm. Certainty is not desperate, it is secure. Certainty does not beg, it declares. Certainty does not look around nervously. It looks within and smiles. That is the vibration you must carry for the next 10 minutes, and then for the rest of your days. Carry certainty, and life will mirror certainty. Carry wealth within, and life will mirror wealth without. Carry joy within, and life will mirror joy without. So breathe deeply now. Accept the mantle of wealth. Wear it as though it is your natural garment, because it is. You were not created to be small, limited, or forgotten. You were created to shine, to overflow, to radiate abundance in every direction. The divine is glorified in your prosperity. The universe expands in your abundance. Existence itself delights when you claim your inheritance. That is why this message has come to you. That is why you were chosen. Do not doubt. Do not hesitate. Do not ignore. Wealth is at your door, and in 10 minutes, the sound of its arrival will be undeniable. The movement of this blessing is not slow, nor is it hidden. It is rushing toward you like a mighty wave, carrying treasures from the unseen. And as it comes, all that is unlike it must dissolve. Fear dissolves. Doubt dissolves. The memories of lack dissolve. You are no longer tied to the story of who you once were, the story of the one who struggled, who worried, who feared they would never have enough. That story ends here. In these 10 minutes, a new chapter begins. A chapter of abundance. A chapter of overflow. A chapter of freedom. You will look back on this moment and know that it was here, in this very instant, that everything changed. You may wonder how such wealth can appear so suddenly. But wealth does not need time. Wealth does not need a process. Wealth only needs permission. The permission is your belief. The wealth has been waiting for you, circling your life, standing at the edge of your awareness, calling for you to let it in. And now you have opened the gates. Now you have said yes. Now you have granted the wealth its right to manifest in your reality. The 10 minutes are simply the unfolding, the manifestation of what was already complete the moment you believed. Chosen one, can you feel it? Can you feel the tingling of new energy around you? Can you sense the atmosphere shifting? That is not imagination, it is creation. That is not mere hope. It is the realignment of your reality. Every thought of wealth you hold is charging the air with power. Every image of abundance you create is rewriting the script of your life. Every word you speak in faith is a command that the universe must obey. This is the power of being chosen. When you speak, reality listens. When you imagine, the world reshapes. When you accept, manifestation rushes. Let no thought of doubt linger. Let no whisper of fear distract you. Do not ask how it will come. Do not ask through whom it will come. Do not question the path. The wealth knows how to arrive. The blessing knows how to find you. The moment you accepted it, the channels opened. The means are infinite. It may come through a call, a gift, a sudden opportunity, an unexpected connection. It may come through a path you never considered, but it will come because it is already done. The old you may try to rise up with worry. The old you may whisper, what if it doesn't happen? What if this is only words? But silence that voice with the certainty of truth. Tell yourself, it is already mine. Say it with every breath. Say it until your entire being vibrates with it. It is already mine. Because the moment you claim it, you step into the identity of the wealthy. You are not becoming wealthy, you are wealth itself expressing in form. You are not moving toward abundance. You are abundance revealed. The universe cannot deny itself. If you hold wealth as your truth, then wealth must take shape. If you hold lack as your truth, then lack must take shape. This is why these 10 minutes matter. Because in these 10 minutes, you are choosing your truth. You are declaring, I am wealthy. I am prosperous. I am abundant. I am chosen. And once declared, nothing in creation can stand against it. Feel the shift deep in your body. Your cells are responding to your belief. Your mind is glowing with new patterns. Your spirit is expanding with limitless energy. You are not waiting for wealth to arrive. You are aligning with wealth that was already here. You are lifting the veil. You are removing the blindness. You are standing in the reality that was yours from the beginning. Beloved, you must know this. Nothing is too hard for the divine. Nothing is too far. Nothing is too late. Nothing is too great. The wealth you once thought was impossible is the easiest thing for spirit to give you. It is easier than a breath, easier than a heartbeat, easier than the rising of the sun. For the source of all already holds it all. And because you are one with that source, you hold it too. The only difference is awareness. And in these 10 minutes, your awareness is being lifted to the level of wealth itself. Do not ignore this blessing by dismissing it as coincidence. Do not ignore it by telling yourself that nothing ever changes. Do not ignore it by looking at your current circumstances and letting them blind you to what is unfolding. Circumstances are only echoes of old beliefs. They are shadows of who you used to be. They are fading even as you hear these words. The new reality is stronger, clearer, more present. Focus only on that. Hold only to that. Walk in that. And the outer world will bow to it. Imagine the joy on the faces of those around you as you overflow. Imagine the relief in your heart as debts vanish, as needs are met, as dreams become daily life. Imagine the freedom of waking each morning knowing you have more than enough. This is not a dream. It is your destiny. The chosen one cannot remain in lack, for the chosen one carries the wealth of the universe within. And that wealth is impatient to be expressed. That wealth cannot remain hidden. It bursts forth, unstoppable, undeniable, unshakable. And so as these minutes pass, remain still and certain. Speak wealth. Feel wealth. Radiate wealth. Let your whole being announce to the world, I am chosen and my wealth is here. Every breath you take now is charged with the energy of manifestation. The air around you hums with possibility, because you have shifted into agreement with abundance. Do you see how quickly life responds? The moment you said yes to the promise, the invisible currents began to move. The wealth did not begin its journey at your yes. It was already finished. Your yes simply aligned you to receive it. That is why it feels so near, so immediate, so inevitable. Do not let the mind wander to how long you have waited, or how much you think you have lost. The past is gone, and the past has no power. The blessing is not delayed by what has been. The blessing is present because you are present. 10 minutes is not about waiting. It is about awareness. 10 minutes is simply the divine's way of shaking you awake to what is already here. The moment you stop measuring by the old, the new rushes in. Chosen one, the wealth that is arriving is not only money, though money will come in overflowing streams. The wealth is peace, freedom, joy, and expansion. The wealth is the release from worry and the birth of possibility. The wealth is the lifting of every burden and the shining of a new light on your path. The wealth is recognition of who you really are, limitless, eternal, unbound. When you embrace this wealth, money and opportunities simply follow as natural expressions of your being. Think of the farmer who plants a seed. He does not dig into the soil every day to see if it is growing. He trusts the unseen. He waters, he waits, he believes, and in its time the seed breaks through the surface. Your wealth is no different. The seed was planted long ago in the garden of your spirit. These 10 minutes are the breaking forth, the moment the unseen emerges into form. You are standing at the surface now. The roots are deep, the growth is certain, the harvest is unstoppable. Lift your heart in gratitude, for gratitude accelerates the promise. The more you thank, the faster you see. Gratitude tells the universe, I already possess this. I am not waiting, I am celebrating. Gratitude dissolves delay. Gratitude is the magnet of miracles. In these minutes, let every thought of thanks rise up from you. Thank for the wealth as though it is already in your hands, because it is. Thank for the opportunities as though they are already on your calendar, because they are. Thank for the freedom as though you are already living it, because you are. You will notice as you do this, that the energy around you grows lighter. Your body feels freer. Your mind feels clearer. That is because resistance is dissolving. Resistance was the only thing that ever stood in your way, and resistance has no power except the power you gave it. But now in your gratitude, resistance fades like smoke in the wind. Nothing can hold back what is already yours. Do not allow impatience to sneak in. Impatience is another form of doubt. The promise is sure. The delivery is certain. The time is now. Impatience says, what if it does not come? But faith says, it is already here. Patience is not waiting. Patience is knowing. You know, and because you know, you rest. And in your rest, manifestation flows effortlessly. Chosen one, you have been through seasons of waiting, but this is not another waiting season. This is the season of receiving. You are at the door, and the door is open. You are at the table, and the feast is spread. You are at the river, and the waters are overflowing. Do not stand back. Step in. Take hold. Drink deeply. This is the abundance you were created for. This is the life you were destined to live. It may seem almost too simple, but truth is always simple. Complexity belongs to doubt. Simplicity belongs to faith. The truth is that wealth is here, now waiting only on your acceptance. That is why the call was urgent. Do not ignore this blessing, because the only way to miss it is to dismiss it, and you will not dismiss it. You are chosen. You are awake. You are ready. The minutes pass, but do not count them with worry. Count them with joy. Each moment is a step deeper into your abundance. Each breath is a fuller embrace of your wealth. Each second is another layer of the old falling away. Another veil being lifted, another proof that you are walking in a new reality. By the time the 10 minutes are fulfilled, you will no longer be the same. You will be clothed in wealth. You will walk as wealth. You will breathe as wealth. You will breathe as wealth. Chosen one, let your words now align with this truth. Speak only abundance. Say, I am wealthy. I am prosperous. I am chosen. I am free. Speak it not as a hope, but as a fact. Speak it until it feels like the only truth you have ever known. Speak it until it burns in your bones and shines from your skin. Speak it until every shadow of lack flees from you. Your words are seeds, and each seed is bursting into form even now. The words you speak in this moment are the building blocks of your new world. If you speak lack, lack must appear. If you speak doubt, doubt must strengthen. But if you speak wealth, wealth must bloom. If you speak abundance, abundance must rush in. The universe is like fertile soil, receiving every seed you plant, never questioning, never resisting. It only reflects what is given. And you, chosen one, are planting the seeds of riches, joy, freedom, and overflow. You are planting the seeds of a new life, and the harvest will be great. Feel the shift as you declare these truths. Notice how your body responds to words of power. Your shoulders relax. Your chest opens. Your breath deepens. That is because your body recognizes truth when it hears it. Truth is harmony. Truth is abundance. Truth is freedom. When you align with truth, every part of you vibrates higher. You are literally becoming wealth in human form. Do not be moved by appearances in these moments. The world outside may still whisper of debts, of needs, of lack, but those whispers are faint echoes of a life that is passing away. They are not your reality. Your reality is determined by your inner acceptance, not by the outer illusion. Keep your gaze inward. Hold your vision steady. Let nothing distract you from what is already unfolding. Wealth is not coming. It is already here. The chosen one is never bound by what others believe. While the masses may accept lack as normal, you accept abundance as natural. While others may wait for years, you know it is done in an instant. While others may depend on chance, you rest in certainty. This is what sets you apart. This is why you were chosen. You live by the unseen, not by the seen. You live by faith, not by doubt. You live by promise, not by fear. There is a great joy that comes with this awareness. It is the joy of freedom, the joy of knowing you are no longer trapped in the old story. You are free to write a new one, and this new story is overflowing with riches, with laughter, with blessings that spill over into every corner of your life. Imagine walking each day with ease, knowing that everything you need flows to you. Imagine being so full that you bless others effortlessly, giving freely without thought of loss. This is the story you now live. Wealth as it arrives will not only touch your bank accounts, it will touch your mind, your health, your relationships, your peace. You will find doors opening where there were once walls. You will see opportunities appear where there was once emptiness. You will feel strength rise in you where there was once weakness. This is the nature of true wealth. It overflows into every area. It is never partial, never lacking. It is wholeness expressed in your life. Stay alert in these minutes, for the blessing is subtle as well as powerful. It may come as an idea, a sudden inspiration, a gentle nudge in your spirit. Do not dismiss it. Do not ignore it. That spark may be the key that unlocks everything. Wealth often comes disguised in ideas, in whispers, in inner knowing. The outer manifestation follows the inner recognition. So honor every thought of abundance. Honor every spark of possibility. Honor every intuition that says, go this way. For in it your wealth is hidden. Remember, chosen one, that you do not need to force this blessing. You do not need to strive, to push, to labor in anxiety. Wealth flows naturally, effortlessly, like a river. You are not the maker of the river. You are the channel through which it flows. All you need is to stay open, to stay aligned, to stay certain. The river knows where to go. It knows how to reach you. It knows how to bless you. You cannot miss what is already yours. And so, as these moments move forward, deepen into peace. Peace is the atmosphere of manifestation. Peace is the proof that you trust the promise. Peace says, I know it is done. Rest in that peace. Let it fill your heart. Let it soothe your mind. Let it quiet every anxious thought. For in peace you create the perfect environment for wealth to flourish. The chosen ones do not chase. They attract. They do not beg. They command. They do not strive. They receive. And this is your posture now, receiving. Not waiting in worry, but receiving in certainty. Not reaching desperately, but welcoming joyfully. Not doubting quietly, but proclaiming boldly. Your wealth is already yours. Your abundance is already here. Your blessing is already delivered. Every heartbeat now echoes with the rhythm of abundance. Every thought that passes through your mind carries the potential to open greater doors. This is why you must guard your inner dialogue carefully in these moments. Do not allow old words of limitation to return. Do not speak of what you lack. Do not rehearse stories of what you cannot do. Speak only of what is yours, what is already here, what is overflowing into your life. For words are not empty. They are currents of energy, carving reality with each sound. Chosen one, your imagination is the stage where your wealth is rehearsed before it takes its bow in the physical world. Picture yourself already wealthy, and hold that picture until it becomes more real than the room you sit in. Walk in it, feel it, taste it, hear it. Let your senses be saturated by the reality of your abundance. As you do this, the line between imagination and reality dissolves, for they are not separate at all. Imagination is creation. It is the workshop of manifestation. The more vividly you live in it, the faster the outer world conforms. Do not resist when your mind tries to ask, but how? That question is the thief of miracles. The how is none of your concern. The how belongs to the unseen forces already arranging everything on your behalf. Your part is the vision, the faith, the gratitude. The rest unfolds without effort. Does the seed worry how it will sprout? Does the bird worry how it will find food? No. Each trusts the order of life, and you, chosen one, must trust the order of spirit. Let this awareness anchor deep within you. You are not chasing wealth. Wealth is chasing you. You are not running after opportunity. Opportunity is running after you. You are not begging for a blessing. The blessing is begging to be revealed through you. This is why the message was given with such urgency. Because the moment you stop resisting, everything begins to rush toward you. The dam breaks, the river flows, the flood of abundance cannot be held back any longer. Feel the joy of that. Let it swell in your heart. Joy is evidence that you are aligned with truth. If you feel joy, it means you are in harmony with what is real. And the reality is abundance. The reality is wealth. The reality is freedom. When joy rises, it is your spirit saying, yes, this is the way. So follow joy. Speak joy. Live joy. It is not only a feeling, it is a compass. There will come a moment, perhaps sooner than you think, when you look around and realize that the wealth has indeed arrived. It may come subtly at first, a small sign, a shift, a door opening. Then it will build, growing larger, stronger, undeniable. And when it comes, it will not trickle. It will overflow. For the universe does not give in half measures. It gives in abundance, pressed down, shaken together, running over. You are stepping into that overflow now. The outer world may look the same for a few minutes longer, but do not let that fool you. A seed planted does not sprout the instant it touches soil, yet its growth is already certain. Likewise, the wealth you claim now is already in motion, already breaking the surface of your life. These 10 minutes are sacred. They are the planting, the watering, the believing. And once that is done, manifestation is unstoppable. Chosen one, the wealth you carry is not for you alone. It is for the lifting of others. It is for the spreading of light. It is for the demonstration of what is possible when one believes. You will inspire others simply by living in your abundance. They will see your peace, your generosity, your freedom, and they will know that the same is possible for them. In this way, your blessing multiplies, extending beyond you, rippling outward endlessly. So take another deep breath now, and with it inhale certainty. Exhale every trace of doubt. Inhale abundance. Exhale lack. Inhale gratitude. Exhale fear. With each breath, you are aligning deeper and deeper with the truth that was always yours. You are not waiting for wealth. You are breathing it in. You are embodying it. You are radiating it. These minutes are not ordinary. They are charged with destiny. They are alive with promise. They are pregnant with manifestation. As you move through them, hold your awareness high. Keep your heart open, and let your soul sing with gratitude. For the blessing is here, and it cannot be ignored. Chosen ones, the message has been clear from the beginning, and it remains clear now. Your wealth is here. It is real, and it is undeniable. No longer can you see yourself as one who waits, one who lacks, or one who hopes. You are one who knows. You are one who accepts. You are one who lives in the reality of abundance. The blessing has already knocked, and you have opened the door. The 10 minutes were never about time. They were about awakening. And now you are awake. Walk forward with the certainty of one who has received. Speak boldly as one who has inherited. Live freely as one who is overflowing. Do not shrink back into the shadows of doubt, for those shadows have no power over you anymore. Stand tall in your new identity. Stand tall in your chosen place. Stand tall in your wealth. The universe has spoken. Your abundance is here. Do not ignore it. Do not delay it. Do not deny it. Receive it, rejoice in it, and radiate it. From this moment on, you are not simply walking into wealth. You are walking as wealth itself, and nothing in creation can take from you what has already been given. This is your time. This is your inheritance. This is your blessing. Claim it boldly. Live it fully, and let the world see the power of a chosen one who believed.